Hi guys, my name is Joe Valdez. I'm going to do a little tutorial here with some knives. My little sister asked me to do it, and I hope this finds you guys safe and happy during these quarantine times. I know I'm a little bored, so I busted out some knives here. I just want to show you guys what a small kitchen, like a household kitchen, might need. Okay, just an 8-inch chef knife, probably a small bread knife, a utility knife, and a paring knife. Okay, just these 4 knives are really super basic. They're great for just about everything. I always tell people, if you can't get done with these 4 knives, you're probably doing something very, very difficult. Okay, my knife selection is very vast, very big. I do work in a high-profile restaurant down on the strip, so you know, if these 4 knives aren't getting done what you need to get done, you're probably doing something a little extra difficult. Okay, so I do have some workhorses here of mine here at home. These 4 Wusthoffs are pretty great for me. I have a chef knife, a small deli bread knife, and 2 paring knives. Okay, so I'm going to show you some garlic, some shallots, some onions, some chives, some green onions. I do need them for a meal here I'm cooking here soon, so hope you guys pay attention. I'm going to talk you through some of the things that I do. All right, and I hope you find this useful. All right, guys, so it's important to always keep your knives very, very sharp. The sharper your knives are, the easier it will be cutting through food, the easier time it'll be getting your work done. Also, sharper knives are a lot safer than duller knives. Duller knives tend to push off of food and in turn can cut you. Okay, so it's always important to keep your knives very sharp. Okay, we're gonna start with garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna show you 2 separate cuts. I always like to take the little nubbing piece off, just like that. And just for some chopped garlic, I'm just gonna give it a nice little crunch right there. Okay, we're just gonna kind of get this together. All right, and that's a nice little 1 clove of garlic chop. Okay, not too difficult. Nice and easy. And then we're going to do some sliced garlic too. Okay, so when I do this, I'm going to have a lead finger. Okay, and then the rest of my fingers are going to be behind that lead finger, and we're just going to slowly push down. Okay, and that spine of that knife is leaning against my lead finger, and I'm slowly pulling backwards. Okay. Alright, there's some sliced garlic as well. Pretty easy to do. This is great for like pasta dishes or some rice dishes as well. You can always put that in stew. Let's chop garlic right there. Alright guys, so I'm going to cut this shallot in. This is the root right there. Okay, I'm actually going to leave that intact. I am going to clear away this bad side. I do save some of these scraps for stocks or soups or anything like that. I'm gonna slice it lengthwise in half, lay it nice and flat, still with that root on the backside. Okay, and just like an onion, I'm gonna go sideways 1 time, up, as close to the root as I can. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with this one. So I'm gonna do twice, very carefully. And this is just a minced shallot. You can julienne shallots as well. You can cut them in big chunks if you're just gonna put them in a marinade. Okay, let's save that little piece. And again, I have my lead finger, everything else behind it, and the knife just rocking back and forth right on my fingers. Okay, it's a nice little minced shallot for you. All right, you guys, I'm gonna move on to this white onion right here. I'm gonna take this top piece off. I'm gonna leave the root once more. Okay, you leave the root on, that will stop the onion from bleeding. Okay, and it will keep you from crying. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight down like that. Now I've already peeled some of this off. I do like to save some of these skins for vegetable stock. Just roast them off really nice. A lot of water. Let them boil away for a while. I'm gonna clean up this side too while we're at it. Okay, and while I have you here, I'm gonna talk about where you hold your knife. Okay, a lot of people will hold a knife like this, and that's not wrong. Okay, but I've always found it much more comfortable to have a thumb actually on the blade, this part of my finger resting over the spine of the knife, and the rest of my fingers tucked underneath. Okay, that way when I rock, I really feel the pressure push down on the edge of the knife on the backside. Okay. Now, if you do this, I have always found that it gets in the way of movement, okay? I would try practicing like this at home. Thumb on the blade, knife over the spine, and all the rest of your fingers tucked away, okay? So we're gonna move on to this onion and do 1 cut inside, 2 cut inside, 3 cut inside, very carefully. Same deal. Got my lead finger out, trying to get close to the core. Okay. We're going to hold the rest of the onion in place and just push downwards. Okay. I always like to give it one last chop. Some of those big pieces that you missed. Nice small dice. That goes for veggie stock. Save the rest of this too. Alright, hopefully I can get this smaller half a lot cleaner. Just go inside this 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay. Okay. Once more. Some nice easy strokes pushing down. Alright, I'm going to get some chives ready here as well. I always like to take just a little pinch off the end. That way they're all nice and even when I go and get started. Okay, and same technique. Lead finger, spine of the knife against it, all my fingernails facing down. Okay, and all we're really going to do is slowly rock back and forth. Meanwhile, moving my fingers. Holding the bunch of chives in place. Gotta reposition there. All the way down to the end. All right, just nice little sliced chives. All right, guys, I'm gonna move on to some green onions here. Now, I'm gonna do something a little bit different than most would. I'm gonna do 2 cuts out of these green onions. We're gonna save that one here in a little bit. I'm gonna kind of make all these relatively the same size. Let me save that one over there too. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to split all these in half. This way. Okay, so very carefully I'm going to run my knife underneath my fingers, nice and easy. Okay, so now maybe missed one. And I just find this to be a lot easier than trying to do each one by one. You know, it's all about working smarter, not harder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to split these nice and thin. Now, I always love green onions as a garnish on many things. And what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna soak this in water. That way they kind of shrivel up and turn very almost circular on us. Okay, these are gonna go straight into some water. And given a couple minutes, they will shrivel up just a little bit on us. Okay, and then with these ones, I'm just gonna do a small circular chop on them. These are gonna go in another dish. Okay, and you don't have to work as fast as I do, all right? I've had a long time to practice all of this. Trust me, I used to be not so great. Ask anybody who's known me a long time how many times I've cut myself, come home with stitches, gone to the emergency room. It's never fun, but it's always great to practice. And like I said before, the sharper your knife, actually the more in shape you are, because those dull knives will create a cut in your finger, unfortunately, that is harder to heal. Okay. Now with these roots for green onions, I try to never waste them. Go plant them in your backyard. Make sure they have plenty of water, a little bit of sunlight, and they'll do great. You'll have some green onions in no time. So that about finishes up the knife skills video. I hope you guys find this helpful and enjoyable. If you want to see me cut up anything else, let me know in the comments. Let me know personally. We'll see about filming it next time. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.